Welcome into a Yugioh fresh off the press deck profile, guys. Man, it's been a while since I made this this type of video, so just mixing it up a little bit. One of you guys in the comment section asked, Jay, show us the profile. You topped at locals. Let us know. You got 5th out of 35 places. Yeah, a little bit of luck here, a couple of draws there. I went 3-0 in 2 draws, so it was what it was. I had a blast, and I look forward to this week's locals as well. So I'll let you guys in on that eventually. But yeah, here we have the deck that I've been using is Sprite Melfi Adventure, or Adventure Sprite Melfi, however you want to order that. It's basically 3 engines. The Melfi is just a mini engine. Then after that goes the Adventure engine, and then the main engine being Sprite. So let's dig in immediately, guys. So we're gonna start off with, by the way, these are Konami sleeves, so that's why I haven't, I don't plan on using PCRs, because I like these sleeves. I do. Some people use these for the extra decks. Honestly, I like these on my main deck. I have these cards double sleeve. So yeah, let's dig in. So let's start off with Water Enchantress of the Temple. You have a playset right here, guys. I mean, this is just an engine in itself. It's such a great card. I mean, don't forget, guys, worst comes to worst, and then we have the 4th card here for the monster lineup here. Don't forget these 3 cards. I mean, gosh, so good. From the grave, you can banish to search a Rite of Aramis here. You can pitch from hand to search a Rite of banish it from hand to search a Rite of Aramis here. You can, if you're already open a Rite of Aramis here, your opening hand, then you can just special summon this as long as you control an adventure token. So a very versatile card. It's an extra body on field. If you already have the card, you would need to search, and it's just very, very good. And then you have Griffin, obviously Griffin Rider, your Omni Negate as well. So the way that I play it, and again, this is common knowledge per se, but you run your adventure package first, because then you don't want to get locked out by gigantic Sprite and or Sprite starter. So yeah, this is it. Triple Enchantress and the 1 Griffin Rider to round off the 4 cards that you use for your adventure package engine. Now to continue on, we have triple Sprite Blues. I mean, this is not too out of the ordinary actually, thank God. This is at 3s, and it's a very good, I mean, this deck without this card, I mean, how would it work? You know what I mean? So hopefully the Banlist doesn't touch this card, and with this beautiful ultimate rarity, is just fresh off the press, just like the channel. Man, wow, I can't get enough of these guys. Then we move on to Sprite Carrot and Sprite Red. You have the 2 ofs here. I play 2 and 2. Some people play 1 and 2, vice versa, or just 1 and 1 as the mini engine. Honestly, I just love the Omni Negates, stopping permanence, and or Nibiru if you can't get to Sprite first. So searchable. They're just more bodies, more names. You can't go wrong with that. Then to round off the Sprite, the core Sprite engine, you have Triple Jet here, Sprite Jet. Beautiful card, helps you get smashers to break boards and or gamma burst to go for an OTK, or the trap if you're going first just to set up that control board. So yeah, just broken. Free search, free body on field, free special as long as you meet the condition. And yeah, really like Triple Jet, man. That is where it's at. Now moving on to the Nimble engine. We have Nimble Angler, obviously, as a 2 of, and then we have Triple Nimble Beaver here. I mean, that's just pretty standard, and they look beautiful holographic, by the way. But yeah, guys, I mean, this is where it's at. This is a good starter card. If you normal, you can go into this effect unless you play the adventure package first, which is what you want. But you can pitch this off Fateful Adventure as well after doing the effect to get its effect really good. So there's multiple ways. Also, you can Foolish Burial this, so this is an engine in itself to get to level 2s on board, and just really good, really good, this mini engine here, to start to pop off and to just as a starter engine. And then I just played 3 hand traps, obviously Triple Ash, the standard, right here. And yeah, it's Ash. I mean, what else can I say? Just Triple Ash to round off the monsters. We have the mini Melfi engine here, mini Melfi package with Melfi Caddy and Melfi penny. You know, the tuner you get after that. You search this one with Malfi of the Forest. I'll show you guys once we go through the extra deck. And then this one at the end phase, you special. If your opponent normals or special summons, you trigger this, bring it to hand, search for this one, and then this effect triggers on a new chain where it specials, and then you synchro into a generic level 4. So yeah, really good, really broken. I might go over you know, a brief combo or tutorial, whatever, after I go through the cards. Now moving on to the spells. Again, the adventure package. You know, here we have double Rite of Aramis here, the one Faithful Adventure, and the one Draco Back, the Rideable Dragon. I need an Ultra. I don't know where. I can't find my Ultra Rare, but for now, we just need access to the card. So you have double Rite of Aramis here. Some people play 3. Some people play 3s. I prefer to play 3 Enchantress. Because the Enchantress are just ultimate rares and they look more beautiful. No. I mean, it's just because, again, I mean, you want to search the Rite of Aramis here. Of course, if you can open up with it as well, that's fine. But it's just, I don't want to brick. I don't want to open multiples and things of that nature. So Prismatic Secret Rite of Aramis seals look beautiful. Then you have the CR Faithful Adventure. Man, you can't. Man, this doesn't do it justice right there. Ooh, man, look at that card. Fresh off the press, just like the channel. The only CR I own. That's crazy. The only reason is because I'm playing it. But ooh, man, this card looks just beautiful. Looks beautiful, guys. But yeah, as you can see, you just need one. The engine runs one, and then you have Draco Back as well to bounce on your turn. And just a broken engine. It gets things popping off. Very, very good with minimal amount of cards. You can't go wrong with the adventure package. Then we have Sprite cards here. We have starter. We were on double starter. Why? Because it's at 2. Man, I didn't play sprites when it was at 3s, unfortunately, but this card is so good. It does lock you to level or rank 2s or whatever, the you know what I mean. But it's good. It's really good. It's a quick play, and you can special blue off this and just pop off and start the engine. Just really good as a 2 of. Wish it were at 3, but the Banlist, they know what they're doing, because this card is just too broken. Then we have Smashers and Gamma Burst as well. You know, Smashers is to banish a card, quick play as well. Really good to break boards, and Gamma Burst to go for OTKs. So depending on what you need, you can search with Jet, and it's just broken. This card wins so much games. It's crazy. Like, this is the win con for this deck in so many circumstances. It's so good in Smashers. So that is that. Then we move into the staple Pot of Prosperity, guys. Pot of Prosperity. I have 2 Ultras and a Secret. I need a rarity bump these to Platinum Secret Rares. But in the meantime, we have access to this card. What a beautiful staple. What a beautiful staple here. As you can see, Pot of Prosperity. Not too much has to go into explaining this one. It's just the pot staple right now. You know what I mean? Everyone's using it. It lets you dig into your deck. This deck can sacrifice a couple of extra deck cards, you know, to get access to a card that you might really need. So it's Pot of Prosperity. Not too much else to say. Beautiful card, and it's nice to finally get reprints on our hands. So moving on, I played Double Droplet just to break boards. It's such a great card. It's so good. Can't wait to get my Platinum Secrets. Still have it. I'm waiting for the Black Friday deal. Make sure that I can take access, you know, take advantage of that. But Double Droplet, just a broken card, guys. Honestly, you know, so good to break boards. Your opponent can't respond to it, and can't believe this is not officially part of the meta for the most part. But just such a great card going second. You know, there's still debate if I should leave it, you know, in the main deck or just play it going second. You know, but it's a good card that, you know, takes a lot of people by surprise. And then we have Triple T's. I played two Triple Tactics Talents, pulled the QCSR from the 25th anniversary second box that I opened. It just looks so nice. This is Ultra for now. Can't wait to rarity bump this, but man, wow, this card looks fresh off the press, just like the channel, guys. Just in case you guys didn't watch the opening, you should, man. If you didn't, that was an amazing box. But man, it just hits different, guys. I won't lie. Man, fresh off the press, just like the channel. Was too easy. Looks beautiful, guys. I won't lie. So here, play 2 Triple T's. Because you go first and they ask you, you draw 2. If you go second, then you can steal their monster, go for their hand. Just It's a broken card. I can't believe this is still at 3, and it's beautiful. It's a very good card, and love to have the QCSR. My opponent should let me switch, man. If I pull this, if I draw into this one, he should, you know, let me search for this one and make the switch, because this looks fresh off the press, just like the channel. Then a couple of one-ups here. I have Econ, a one-of, and a Foolish Burial, you know, and again, this list is changing, is ever changing. Sometimes, you know, I had 2 of these before, now I put it down to 1 just to have an option, you know, going first or second. Sometimes they don't see this coming. If they go for one of your monsters, you can chain this and steal one of theirs, you know, and just cause interruptions. If they're swinging at you, you want to protect the monsters. Just such a great secret rare to have access to. For now, as a one-of, and obviously Foolish Burial is an engine of itself. Love this alternate art, Lost Art. I was debating between this one and the secret rare, but honestly, man, when I saw just the Lost Art version with the alternative art there, I had to dig in, man. I'm like, secret rare, not this time. But yeah, Foolish is an engine in itself. Why? Because you can Foolish either Enchantress and pop off the adventure package, or you can Foolish Angler and then pop off and go into your combos and play. So 1 card engine. If they, you know, if you beta dash for something else or whatever, maybe normal summoning Beaver, they ask that, you can Foolish Angler, and that's it. You know, you pop off, and if they don't have a second interruption, you can do full combo. So I really do like those 2 one-ups. And lastly, you know, we have the 4 traps. Let's start with 3 Infinite Impermanences, just a staple. Obviously, a hand trap. You know, most people play 3s. It's just imperm, not too much to say. You know, we have the Super, the Ultra, and the Secret. Just need to switch these 3 for a prismatic, platinum secrets. Yeah, PSR is just so many different rarities, but 3 imperms, you can't go wrong with that. You can't. And then lastly, you have Sprite Double Cross as the trap. You know, the last Sprite card, as this trap is broken. You can steal your opponent's monster, special summon a monster, just one of, or you know, attach your opponent's monster or a monster on the field, I think, to one XCs you control. Just a broken trap that you have 3 effects to choose from, and you can search. It's searchable, and it's so good. When you go first, you set it, and then, you know, your opponent needs to respond to this. So just such a good card as that last card of the deck. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. What do you guys think about, you know, this deck profile, and you know, the ratios? I'm playing 45 cards, guys. You know, some people play this at 41s, other people play this at 50. I feel that including Melfi's and the adventure package, you know, you have to play at least 43. You know what I mean? I'm going with 45s right now. Yeah, I mean, even Sprites by itself, OTK version, it should be really good if you put in a lot of going second cards. But yeah, now let's go into the extra deck here. For extra deck, pretty standard. We have 2 Sprints. Let me just, boom. 2 Sprints. This card is just so good. You get a bounce on your opponent's turn, essentially, and you get to dump a level 2. Usually you dump Angler, so you can get 2 Nimbles on the field and just continue popping off. Just such a good card. Such a good card. And yeah, not too much else to say for Sprite Sprint. And then we move on to Bujinki Ahashima. This is just a good link to get access to. It lets you pop a card, a back row, under the right conditions, and also special one from the hand and from your graveyard, and immediately XZ. So I like this. It doesn't really come up that much, but it's good to have options. You never know, you need to get rid of a back row as well. It's just a great card to, you know, consider. Then we have Dark, the Gloomy Charmer. The Dark Charmer Gloomy. This is just a great card, you know, special summon the Dark from your opponent's graveyard, and it's just a great link to have access to. Yeah. So make sure you keep that in mind. Just a Nightmare Phoenix, just for back row removal. You never know if you have a pesky back row, maybe a Floodgate, something you have to get rid of. Whenever you can, you play that Phoenix. And then for the XCs, you have the standard Gigantic Sprite. I play 2 Gigantic Sprite, just a broken card, lets you special summon a blue or anything you need from your deck, it's just so good. And then you can't get nibbed under this too, so that's why I love this deck. I mean, if you manage to make this an activate effect, they can't nib you anymore. Just really good, broken card. Yeah, you just play it at 2s, and you live to fight another day. Then for the Melfi engine, obviously you just play the 1 Melfi of the Forest. You only play 2 monsters. This card is just so broken. It can stop the Fenrir in itself. It has a monster negate, and the monster can't attack integrated inside of it once you play the other Melfi monsters. And it's just so broken, so good. It lets you search for the Melfi card you need for Caddy in order for you to go into your other plays. Just so good. Then you have Ani Bimaru here. Soul Sweeper, just a target to banish until the end of your opponent's turn. Sometimes there's a problem on the field, you know, or if you have an Xyz on the field, another one, you know, your opponent has one, you banish it, and then it comes back without materials after the end of their turn. So just a good level 2 remover that you can use if you need to go for OTK, because this also gets the attack boost under Gamma Burst. And then you have number 2 Ninja Shadow Mosquito. Mosquito wins games, man. If your opponent has no way to target this and negate its effects and things of that nature, and you have a lot of different sprites in attack mode, every time your sprite, you know, your other monsters, including itself, attack, they can essentially lose the highest attack on the field. If you put a you know, the counter on the monster that has the most attack, you just swing with everyone and they basically lose games. So this deck has a lot of different ways to go for game, and Mosquito is definitely one that you guys want to keep in mind. Then I have number 45, Crumble Logos, the Prophet of Demolition. Really like this card because if there's a face-up pesky card that your opponent has, you can detach, and as long as this is face-up on the field, you know, you negate the effects of that face-up card. So just good. If there's face-up problem cards that you want to get negate effects, and it's a 2200 beat stick, level 2 beat stick. Really like this one. Secret Rare looks beautiful. From what is this? This is Dragons of Legend 3. That's crazy, so make sure you keep this one in mind. Then I have Typhon Sky Crisis. Obviously, you never know when you need to go into this just to get the bounce, you know, or to stop your opponent from effects and things of that nature. Of course, you can't summon after this dude comes out, but usually, excuse me, you leave this as last resort, you know, in case you need to get some shenanigans done. Then you have number 29 Mannequin Cat as the last Xyz broken card. Lets you special summon a monster to your opponent's field, and then you can special summon a monster from your deck with the same like attribute or type, I think it is. So just a good level 2 to get access to. And then lastly, we have the last 2 synchro level 4s. We have Mary Melfi's. This is a free bounce. On summon, you get to bounce a card. Insane. So you can go, this is what the Melfi package is for. So you can get a free bounce if you need to, or the most common play is to make a Herald of the Arc Light, just an Omni negate, and then, you know, you banish anything from hand or deck that attempts to go to the graveyard. So very good card, guys. Very good card, and that's why I need a QCSR, one of these, to change it for the ultra rares inside this deck. Now let's go towards the side deck options. Of course, side decking, it's all about preference, you know, it's ever changing, but for now, let's start with your boy Kashtira Fenrir, guys. Honestly, I just run 2. Fenrir is good, but I believe going second is way better in this deck. Of course, Fenrir is Fenrir, very good if going first as well, but I play Sprite Adventure Melfi, so I really feel like I have 3 engines that I have to make room for in my final board. So I feel like an extra Fenrir is just occupying too much space. Of course, if I would play one less engine, like let's say I just play Adventure Sprite, then I would take out Melfi Caddy and Melfi Penny and put in 2 Fenrirs, for example. Or if I would be playing Sprite Melfis with no adventure, then I would be running triple Fenrir. So the fact that I'm trying to squeeze in 3 engines, even if the third one is little, you know, I didn't see fit to main these cards. But going second, they go right in because it's a problem. New special, they have to deal with it one way or another. And you know, yeah. So I run 2 ultimate rares. They look beautiful, fresh off the press, just like the channel right there. Wow, guys. So yeah, that's for the side deck. Then we play 2 Nibiru's, the Primal Being. Right now, just a secret and an ultra. Need platinum secrets. But yeah, 2 nibs. Just as nib going second as well. I don't like this card going first. I want cards that are good going second. If I'm going first, I want to be able to do my full combo. You know, I don't want things messing around with the ratios and things of that nature. So I just run 2 of these, but 2 of these on the side. Then we have double Droll and Lockbird. Same deal. I mean, this is a card that I could be maining though. So I wouldn't be surprised to put this in the main down the line some way, somehow, if I could find some room or space. But for now, just knowing that against the good decks, I'll probably keep this in games 2 and 3. So right now, I just run 2 on the side. I just believe in the 2-ofs. I really like the 2-ofs, you know, in the side deck. Then I have Lightning Storm. Is good against back row. Also good against attack position monsters. You can pick your choosing. And it's Lightning Storm. Currently at 2 on the ban list is for a reason, just too much of a broken card. So it's nice to be playing 2 of these. Then you have the 1-of spell, the Called by the Grave. I need a QCSR, at least a Platinum Secret waiting in the mail. But yeah, the 1-of, the Called by the Grave. Not too much goes into that one. Then you have the traps. I have double dimensional barrier, just so good. Guys, honestly, let me just put this here so you guys can see, you know, visually. You know, this, let me just do this, you know, there we go, boom, there we go. We have the monster lineup, we have lightning so right here, and then we have double barrier, guys. Double barrier, just put this right here. We have double barrier. It's just such a broken card, honestly. There's not, I mean, you can stop everything except links. It's too good, literally too good. Going first, this wins me games. Going against synchros or fusion, you know, branded, you call fusion, synchros, you know, it's crazy. You win, essentially. This is a free win going first. Really, really good. Not too much to go into that. 2 evenlies. This is not new to anyone. It's 2 evenly. Evenly is good going second, breaking boards, things of that nature. So yeah, just double evenlies to add to the going second lineup. As you can see, you know, this is going second, 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 and second. Going first is basically Called by the Grave, Dimensional Barrier, and lastly, the tech of the side deck is Magic Deflector. Just such a great card against Pureleys, against Rescue Ace with the Wanted Engine, against Horus with the Continuous Spell. Just so many decks that get affected by this card. Super underrated in my opinion. Wish I can play it at 3s in the side deck, but for now, have it at 2s. Don't sleep on Magic Deflector. All right, guys, yeah. I mean, if you want a combo, if you want a tutorial, let me know. I'll probably set it up as a separate video because this one is getting too long. So, yeah, this is the deck profile. Here we have side deck. Here we have the extra deck. And here we have the main deck right here. Boom. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think, guys. What do you think about Sprite Adventure Melfi's? Would you play it? Any changes I should make? Leave your thoughts, you know, in comments down below. And I appreciate it. If you made it this far out into the video, you guys are the straight MVPs. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Stay fresh.